Isaiah 55. Hey, all who are thirsty, come to the water. You who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why pay money for something that will not nourish you? Why spend your hard-earned money on something that will not satisfy? Listen carefully to me and eat what is nourishing. Enjoy fine food. Pay attention and come to me. Listen so you can live. Then I will make an unconditional covenant promise to you, just like the reliable covenant promise I made to David. Look, I made him a witness to the nations, a ruler and commander of nations. Look, you will summon nations you did not previously know. Nations that did not previously know you will run to you because the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, for he bestows honor on you. Seek the Lord while he makes himself available. Call to him while he is nearby. The wicked need to abandon their lifestyle, sinful people, their plans. They should return to the Lord, and he will show mercy to them and to their God, for he will freely forgive them. Indeed, my plans are not like your plans, and my deeds are not like your deeds, says the Lord. For just as the sky is higher than the earth, so my deeds are superior to your deeds, and my plans superior to your plans. The rain and the snow fall from the sky and do not return, but instead water the earth and make it produce and yield crops, and provide seed for the planter and food for those who must eat. In the same way, the promise that I make does not return to me, having accomplished nothing. No, it is realized as I desire and is fulfilled as I intend. Indeed, you will go out with joy. You will be led along in peace. The mountains and the hills will give joyful shout before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. Evergreens will grow in place of thorn bush. Firs grow in place of nettles. There will be a monument to the Lord, a permanent reminder that will remain. It's such a fascinating piece here. So we've had the image of the suffering servant. We've had the image of the bride who is going to be restored. And now this is an invitation to the people, I think. Come, all who are thirsty to the water. Come, who have no money. Come, buy and eat. Come, buy wine and milk without money and without cost. This is an invitation to all, and it's going to be expanded. We had a little bit of the nations in the previous chapter. We're going to have that return here. But the captives who are in exile and those who are the ones who are left behind, they don't have the ability to purchase and do all of these luxurious things. So pay without money. You're going to have enough. You're going to have everything that you need. Why spend your hard-earned money on something that will not satisfy? Listen carefully to me and eat what is nourishing. So listening to God is going to give you what's nourishing. Enjoy fine food. Pay attention and come. Listen so you can live. So it is in relationship with God and listening to his word that you are going to find comfort and relief. Then I will make an unconditional promise to you, just like the reliable covenant promised to David. So God is going to reestablish a new covenant, reignite a covenant. Look, I made him a witness to nations, a ruler and commander of nations. This is interesting. How was David a nations? Because the kingdom was divided in two in some ways. And so, not that he sat on the throne there, but the nations is an interesting thing when we come to David and trying to think through that. He is running and working with the Philistines for a while. He is working with others when he is away from Saul. So I don't know if that's what it has in mind, or this is just a general motif of talking about plurality as the extent and the of everything. And then God is going to summon nations you did not previously know. Perhaps the bigger point is not that David was over nations, made him a witness to nations. So he is not over the nations. He is the witness to the nations. But it did say ruler and commander of nations. So commander might be the key thing there. And he did have men. So I think that's part of the idea there. But the bigger thing, I think, really is the summoning of nations you did not previously know. Nations that did not previously know you will run to you. So nations you don't even know of are going to come to you because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, for he bestows honor on you. So when you are restored, God is going to bring nations to you. Seek the Lord while he makes himself available, allows himself to be found. Call to him while he is nearby. The wicked need to abandon their lifestyle and sinful people their plans. Okay, so while God is going to return people, he's going to return the nation. Here's the thing that we as individuals need to do. We need to seek God. We need to abandon our wicked lifestyles and our sinful plans we need to get rid of. Return to the Lord, and he will show mercy to them and to their God, for he will freely forgive them. God freely forgives when we go and turn to him. Indeed, my plans are not like your plans, and my deeds are not like your deeds. For just as the sky is higher than the earth, so are my deeds are superior to your deeds, and my plans are superior to your plans. So no matter what you think, no matter how you're looking at things, hey, it's my way is different than yours. It's like, can you understand what it's like to be a bird sitting on a nest? No, you can't comprehend it. You're not a bird sitting on a nest. You can't think, you can pretend, you can try to imagine, but you cannot actually comprehend what it's like to be a bird sitting on a nest. Neither can you comprehend the ways of God because you're not God. Only God can fully comprehend what it's like to be God. I can't even comprehend what it's like to be, anybody who's here in the chat because I'm not you. If I were you, I could comprehend what it's like to be you. Now, I can find similarities and I have understanding, but to comprehend what it's like to be you, no, I can't do it. I can only comprehend what it's like to be me. So we've got God's ways higher than ours. The rain and the snow fall from the sky and do not return, but instead water the earth and make it produce and yield crops and produce seed for the planter and food for the one who must eat. So we get an analogy of rain and snow falling, watering the earth, not returning. Well, we know the water cycle, but they can't see it returning. And then food and crop are produced. So water and snow come from God, and then it does its work. In the same way, the promise that I make does not return to me having accomplished nothing. No, it is realized as I desire, and it is fulfilled as I intend. So the same way that rain comes down to the earth and it accomplishes what it's going to do, I set my promises, and they don't return unaccomplished. They go and they do what I intend. Indeed, you will go out with joy. You'll be led along in peace. The mountains and the hills will give shout before you, and all the trees of the fields will clap their hands. The trees of the fields will clap their hands. The trees of the fields will clap their hands when you go forth with joy. This is a great song. So I complain about Isaiah and I don't like Isaiah, but it's got a cool little song here. I think it could be a banger if somebody wanted to. Yeah, you remember that song? Yeah. I think it could be a banger. I think somebody could, metal that one up really good. You shall go forth with peace. The mountains and the hills will give shout before you. See, you could do it. All right, continuing. Evergreens will grow in the place of thorn bushes. Firs will go in place of nettles, but will be a monument to the Lord, a permanent reminder that will remain. So a replacement of the things in creation that are difficult and cause strife, thorn bushes replaced with evergreens, nettles replaced with firs. They're going to be a monument to the Lord that God has restored. He has returned everything. Yeah, I saw you sent a new flyer. Yep, I didn't get a chance to do anything with it.